Eventually, what begins as subtle awareness can turn into clearer decisions, where you start recognizing which direction genuinely supports your growth and which ones simply keep you comfortable but stagnant. This is often the point where reflection becomes action, even if the action is small at first: a conversation, a decision to explore something new, or a willingness to consider environments you previously ignored. Change doesn't need to be dramatic to be meaningful. In fact, the most lasting transitions are usually built step by step, with a growing sense of confidence that you are no longer bound to what no longer fits. You may also notice that external circumstances begin to align in ways that support movement forward, such as timing working out more smoothly than expected, or people responding differently to your choices in a way that opens rather than closes doors. These moments can feel like encouragement from life itself, reinforcing that progress is not only possible, but already underway. Still, the most important part of this phase is your internal alignment, the quiet decision to trust your ability to adapt, to rebuild, and to step into unfamiliar spaces without losing your sense of self. Even if uncertainty still exists, it no longer has to control your direction. What matters is your willingness to keep moving with awareness instead of fear. Over time, what once felt like instability transforms into momentum, and what once felt like confusion becomes clarity in hindsight. You begin to understand that transitions were never meant to break you, but to expand your perspective and place you closer to the life that better reflects who you are becoming. Heaven is relocating you because the soil where you've been standing has dried out. It's time for new ground, new growth, and new grace. Don't doubt the timing. You may have asked for signs, and this is one. The younger one stepping into your life carries instructions you didn't even know you needed. Their arrival will feel strange, sudden, and almost too perfect, but it's designed that way so your faith can awaken again. You've been loyal to people who stayed silent while your spirit screamed. You've cried in rooms that felt smaller every time you breathed. Heaven saw that and said, "Enough." That's why this younger person has been spiritually assigned to pull you out, to move you, to relocate you before it's too late. Don't let your fear of change blind you to the miracle being sent. What's coming isn't loss, it's transfer. It's the shifting of your energy into a safer dimension. The next door is not where you expected it, but it's exactly where you belong. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Type Amen to get blessing 444. You will notice the signs soon. Conversations that end suddenly. Invitations that feel divinely timed. Even weather patterns around you might act differently, because your environment is responding to a major shift. Spiritually, your home, your body, and your atmosphere are being cleansed before the transition. The one who will relocate you carries both youth and wisdom. They might not even realize the full extent of their mission yet, but their spirit does. They were guided to you because your story triggered something sacred within them, a recognition, a divine remembrance that they were meant to be part of your elevation. Heaven is orchestrating everything quietly. Even the delays, even the confusion. It's all part of the setup. You are not losing, you are being lifted. Someone younger, yet spiritually older in strength, has been silently negotiating your move in ways unseen. Don't be surprised if you feel restless tonight or find yourself unable to sleep. That's the universe aligning your energy to the new coordinates. This move has been planned since the moment you decided to choose peace over pressure. Stay with me. Don't scroll. Something massive is about to be revealed. Type Amen to get blessing 555. When this person arrives, they will speak with certainty and calm. It will shock you how much they know about your situation without you ever telling them. They will mention details that only heaven could have shown them. That's your confirmation. Don't ignore it. This relocation might involve a new city, a new home, or even a completely different energy space online or in business. Wherever it happens, you'll feel the same thing. A wave of safety, like you've been rescued from something unseen. You've been protected from betrayal you don't even know about. Someone older tried to block your growth, but heaven used someone younger to counter their plan. That's why it feels urgent, because time is being accelerated on your behalf. Every delay you faced was building credibility for your name. Now your destiny is being fast-tracked. Don't skip this part. Don't doubt this message. Stay till the end, because the revelation that comes next will break the final limitation around your life. Type Amen to get blessing 666. My beloved child, listen carefully. You're not being punished, you're being positioned. This relocation is heaven's way of saying, you've outgrown that space. You may lose some people in the process, but you're not losing love, you're gaining alignment. You've been misunderstood by those who only saw your surface, but the one heaven sent sees your depth. They recognize the power you carry, and that's why they can't stop thinking about how to move you into a better realm of existence. Your heart will resist at first. It's natural to fear movement, but remember this: comfort zones are where dreams die quietly. You're not meant to stay hidden anymore. This shift is divine exposure, and it comes wrapped as relocation. Stay till the end. Ultimately, the most stable foundation you can rely on during any period of change is not external validation or dramatic reassurance, but your own ability to observe your life with clarity and respond with steadiness. There will always be moments that feel emotionally charged or full of meaning, but not every strong feeling is a directive, and not every coincidence is a signal. Sometimes they are simply reflections of an active mind trying to organize experience into something understandable. What matters most is how you respond when things feel uncertain. Do you rush toward conclusions, or do you allow space for reality to reveal itself over time? Do you interpret every shift as pressure, or do you see it as part of a broader process of growth that unfolds at its own pace? As your awareness deepens, you naturally become more selective about where you invest your energy, who you trust with your time, and what you allow to influence your direction. Some relationships will evolve naturally into healthier forms, while others may quietly fade without conflict, simply because they no longer match your path. That is not loss in the traditional sense, it is adjustment. And within that adjustment, there is often a surprising sense of relief, as if things are finally settling into a more sustainable rhythm. Over time, you realize that life does not require hidden meanings or extraordinary confirmations to move forward. It only requires consistency, honesty with yourself, and the willingness to keep going even when the outcome is not fully visible yet. The truth that your life is about to be rearranged by divine order. You will feel it in your bones. Stay till the end. Don't scroll. This moment is sacred. Heaven doesn't want you to miss it. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Before you go, remember, relocation is not always about distance, it's about dimension. Heaven is shifting your energy to where it will be respected. The younger one is simply the bridge. Within the next 7 days, something will happen that confirms this. You might be offered an opportunity, an invitation, or even hear a name repeatedly that feels significant. That's your sign that the shift is near. Keep your faith steady. Don't let temporary confusion make you abandon permanent blessings. The younger soul sent to you carries the key to your next season, and they will arrive exactly when you least expect it. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. My beloved child, don't move away from this message now. Heaven is still speaking. What's coming next is the most crucial part of the revelation. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and if you scroll now, you may miss the moment your destiny turns. The one younger than you has been shown a vision. It came to them in a dream that repeated for 3 nights straight. In that dream, they saw you standing at a crossroads, surrounded by shadows, unsure which path to take. And every time they woke up, they could still hear a voice saying, "Move them now." Their time has come. That's why they can't rest until you're relocated. Heaven placed your name in their heart, like a sacred echo that keeps growing louder. You may think it's random when they message or call you, but it's divinely coded. They've been marked to fulfill a promise made before you even met. And when this move happens, you'll feel the shift not just around you, but within you. A new strength will rise in your spirit. You'll notice how effortlessly you let go of the people and places that once drained you. Don't skip. Don't scroll. The transformation has already started. Type Amen to get blessing 1/8, 1/8. 2, 1/8. You'll soon realize that this relocation is more than physical, it's emotional and spiritual too. The younger one is not just helping you move homes or cities, they're helping you move away from old patterns, old fears, and old versions of yourself. They carry an innocence you once had, and their energy will remind you of what it felt like to believe again. Their laughter, their courage, and their faith will start melting away your doubts one by one. That's when you'll know heaven's fingerprints are on this. You might notice the number 7 appearing often, on clocks, receipts, or signs. That's not coincidence. It's divine confirmation that completion is near. The past cycle is ending, and you're being reborn into alignment. Don't tell too many people yet. Keep it sacred. Some will not understand how someone younger could be sent to lift you, but heaven never chooses based on age. It chooses based on obedience. Stay till the end. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. Archangel Michael says, your relocation will begin quietly, like a whisper, but soon it will echo across your life like thunder. There will be moments that test your patience, as if things are standing still. But remember this, heaven moves in silence before it moves in power. You've been under spiritual preparation for months, maybe even years. Every disappointment, every loss, every closed door was pushing you toward this one relocation moment. Now, all the puzzle pieces are snapping into place. Don't resist the nudge you feel to release what's old. The person younger than you is not your replacement, they're your rescue. They carry divine authority cloaked in youthful fire, and their presence will bring fresh wind to your stagnant areas. When you meet their eyes, your soul will remember something ancient yet new. Don't skip. Don't move away. The next lines will open what heaven has sealed for you until now. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. You may begin to feel drawn to pack, clean, or rearrange your environment. That's not random. It's your spirit aligning to the shift. Even the smallest acts like moving furniture or discarding old clothes are symbolic. Heaven is removing every trace of stagnancy. People around you might sense something different about you. They'll say you're glowing, or that your energy feels lighter. That's because you're being spiritually relocated before the physical move. It always starts inside before it shows outside. The younger one will guide you through it with calm confidence. Their words may sound simple, but their timing will feel supernatural. Each conversation will pull you closer to the place heaven has already prepared for you. Stay till the end. Don't skip. You'll understand why you had to see this today. There are periods in life that feel like a quiet transition from one version of yourself into another, almost like you are being guided out of an old chapter without fully knowing what the next one will look like yet. During these times, certain relationships, habits, and environments naturally begin to fall away, not always in dramatic ways, but often through subtle distance and changing priorities. What once felt central to your life may no longer fit the direction you are growing into, and that can bring both clarity and discomfort at the same time. You start to realize that not everyone from your past is meant to walk with you into what comes next, not because of punishment or loss, but because growth naturally changes the landscape of your connections. In this space, new influences begin to matter more. People who bring perspective instead of confusion, encouragement instead of doubt, and presence instead of inconsistency. Even a single conversation with someone grounded and forward-looking can remind you of strengths you had forgotten in yourself. Slowly, your sense of identity begins to stabilize again after a period of uncertainty, and you find yourself making decisions from a calmer, more centered place. The emotional weight that once felt constant starts to lift, not all at once, but in layers that you only notice in hindsight. What replaces it is not urgency or fear, but a quieter confidence in your ability to adapt and continue forward. You begin to trust that endings are not failures, but redirections that make space for something more aligned. And as you move through this transition, life feels less like something happening to you and more like something you are actively learning to navigate with growing clarity and self-respect. They're not here to fix you. They're here to remind you you're already whole. Their timing is divine perfection. Stay till the end. Don't scroll. Heaven is not done yet. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. Now, breathe slowly. Feel your heartbeat syncing with divine rhythm. This is not the end, it's the turning point. You are being relocated not just into a place, but into purpose. A letter, an email, or a whisper through a stranger will soon confirm everything. When it happens, you will feel warmth in your chest and peace in your spine. That's your sign. Heaven just moved you. The younger one will be the first to notice the shift. They'll smile at you differently, as if they see the crown forming above your head. You'll sense their awareness before they speak. Don't skip. Don't move. Stay till the end. Something huge is about to be revealed. Type Amen to get blessing 1919, my beloved child. Your relocation is sealed. The plans have been approved in heaven's chamber, and nothing on earth can delay it now. You may not know how, but you will know when, and that when is soon. Within days, your environment will start responding differently. Birds will sing louder, wind will feel warmer, and people will treat you with unexpected kindness. Those are early signs that your relocation has already started in the spirit. Embrace the shift. Don't resist the divine hands moving you. Heaven doesn't relocate the unready, it relocates the chosen. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. My beloved child, don't let your focus break now. What's about to be revealed is the part most people never get to hear. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you, and this next piece will make everything you've been sensing finally connect. The younger one who's about to relocate you, they've been watching you from a distance, not out of curiosity, but out of quiet admiration. They've studied your pain, your strength, and your resilience. They see how you still rise even when the weight of the world sits on your shoulders. Heaven trusted them with your story long before they met you. That's why they feel so drawn to protect you, to move you, to reposition you. They've been guided by divine dreams, subtle whispers, and strange coincidences that all point back to you. They may not tell you everything at once, but their actions will reveal their assignment. The way they show up, the words they choose, the timing of their messages, it will all carry heaven's fingerprint. Don't skip. Stay with me. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. You might soon hear words like, I don't know why, but I feel like helping you, or something tells me you're meant for something bigger. Don't ignore those sentences. They're coded instructions from heaven delivered through earthly mouths. Your new environment is already being prepared. People are being moved out to make space for you. Even if it feels like things are falling apart right now, trust that it's just rearrangement. What's leaving your life is making room for what's divine. When you finally step into the new space, you'll feel it instantly. A stillness that tells you, I'm finally where I was meant to be. Your soul will rest even if your mind doesn't understand. That's how you'll know the relocation is complete. Don't scroll. Stay till the end. The most sacred confirmation is still to come. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. Archangel Michael says, "The person who will relocate you is protected by angelic guardians. That's why nothing can stop them from reaching you. No confusion, no delay, no interference can block what heaven has already signed off. They've already been placed on your path. You might meet them at a place you visit daily or through someone you never expected. It will feel random, but it's destiny wearing disguise." As this shift continues, you may start noticing subtle changes in how your days feel, less heavy in places that once felt draining, and more open in moments that used to feel uncertain. Time itself can seem to move differently when your inner state begins to stabilize. Mornings may feel clearer, and evenings less mentally crowded, as if your thoughts are finally settling into a quieter rhythm. This isn't because the world around you has changed overnight, but because your perception of it is no longer filtered through the same emotional strain. Alongside this, there may be encounters with people who carry a different kind of presence, calm, grounded, and unexpectedly patient. You might find yourself opening up in ways you didn't anticipate, not because you are searching for validation, but because something about the interaction feels safe enough to lower your defenses. These moments can become unexpectedly meaningful, especially when someone listens without interrupting your experience or rushing you toward conclusions. In that kind of silence, you may feel a release that words alone could not have created. It becomes easier to understand that healing doesn't always come from advice or answers, but from being met where you are without judgment. As your awareness deepens, you also begin to recognize how much strength it took to reach this point, how many internal shifts had to happen before you could move through life with less resistance and more trust in your own direction. What once felt like uncertainty gradually transforms into clarity, not because everything is solved, but because you are no longer abandoning yourself in the process of figuring it out. Stay. Don't move. Don't scroll. Something huge is waiting for you. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. You'll find yourself surrounded by synchronicities, numbers repeating, birds crossing your path at the same hour, songs playing with messages that sound like your life. Heaven uses these signs to confirm what logic can't explain. At first, it may feel overwhelming. You might cry without knowing why. But those tears are holy. They're washing away your fear before the journey. Heaven never relocates you without first cleansing your heart. You're being purified, prepared, and perfected for your new timeline. Don't fight the emotions. Flow with them. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something sacred is about to unfold. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. My beloved child, the one younger than you is being divinely guided to deliver a message face to face. It might happen sooner than you think. When they speak, you'll feel your body tingle and your heartbeat slow. That's the spiritual confirmation that they were sent. They might use words like, "Trust me, you'll be safe," or, "I have a plan." Those words are not random. They are angelic codes disguised in human language. Don't question them. Receive them. When you finally take the step to relocate, the sky will shift. You'll see a rare light, maybe sunrise breaking differently, or a sudden rainbow after rain. That's heaven's way of sealing your move. Don't scroll. Don't skip. Heaven's final promise is near. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. In the new place, everything will feel lighter. You'll sleep deeper, your laughter louder, your vision clearer. You'll realize how heavy the old season was only after it's gone. The younger soul who led this transition will fade quietly into gratitude, watching you rise from a distance. Their purpose was never ownership, it was deliverance. They were sent to move you, not to bind you. And as you stand in that new chapter, heaven will whisper again, "You made it. You listened. You trusted." That's when peace will flood your entire being. Stay till the end. Don't skip. This is your closure and your beginning in the same breath. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. Your destiny is no longer delayed. The relocation is active. Every spiritual gatekeeper has opened their post. Every divine assistant has taken position. Eventually, what begins as subtle awareness can turn into clearer decisions, where you start recognizing which direction genuinely supports your growth and which ones simply keep you comfortable but stagnant. This is often the point where reflection becomes action, even if the action is small at first: a conversation, a decision to explore something new, or a willingness to consider environments you previously ignored. Change doesn't need to be dramatic to be meaningful. In fact, the most lasting transitions are usually built step by step, with a growing sense of confidence that you are no longer bound to what no longer fits. You may also notice that external circumstances begin to align in ways that support movement forward, such as timing working out more smoothly than expected, or people responding differently to your choices in a way that opens rather than closes doors. These moments can feel like encouragement from life itself, reinforcing that progress is not only possible, but already underway. Still, the most important part of this phase is your internal alignment. The quiet decision to trust your ability to adapt, to rebuild, and to step into unfamiliar spaces without losing your sense of self. Even if uncertainty still exists, it no longer has to control your direction. What matters is your willingness to keep moving with awareness instead of fear. Over time, what once felt like instability transforms into momentum, and what once felt like confusion becomes clarity in hindsight. You begin to understand that transitions were never meant to break you, but to expand your perspective and place you closer to the life that better reflects who you are becoming.